Nnamdi Kanu ran away with his life. You went as far as Kenya to kidnap him. You didn't call those people a terrorist. The same Nnamdi Kanu that you have kidnapped from Kenya, kept him in perpetual bondage. You army, you terrorist Nigerian army, went to his father's house at Afare Boko and killed 28 people. I saw a court in Abuja prescribed IPOB as a terrorist organization. And I wonder why Tinubu did not say anything. But I don't expect him to say anything because that is who he is. He's a criminal, he's a terrorist, he's a bandit. Of course, you and I know that Tinubu has nothing to offer to Nigeria. But the magistrates that sat and described or prescribed IPOB a terrorist is an idiot, a fool, a criminal. That is how you people have destroyed Nigeria. How far you have destroyed Nigeria, and you have the temerity to come and prescribe IPOB a terrorist organization. What did IPOB do before you were able to prescribe IPOB a terrorist organization? What crimes did we commit? You should have come to read out our crimes and tell us our activities that made us become a terrorist organization. And you are too quick to prescribe the indigenous people of Biafra a terrorist organization. Can you imagine? A court sitting in Abuja prescribed me a terrorist.
Nigeria country, they don't get waiting it take to become a country. Nigeria is the worst country to be proud of. How can you be proud of a Nigeria? A country who does not even mean well to you. A country who does not even care about you. A country who you are suffering, their own personal suffering is their own smiles. All our politicians, the illiterate men who call themselves politicians, are controlling the intellectuals. The people who call the intellectuals. All our lawyers they are just there for fake. There is no man of honor. There is no man of integrity. All they care now is, all the lawyers, all the judges, all they care is about their stomach infrastructure. All they care is about their pocket, how their pocket will live fat. That's all they care for. They don't care about the citizen. They don't care who they are preserving for. Is the Nigeria what to call a country? Yes. I'm not an IPOB. Yes, but let's call a spade a spade. An injustice for one is an injustice for all. The evil way they do for one person, if another person no condemn that evil, it will become a generous evil. That is why they shout, the chapel say, this evil when Nigeria government, they do against our own people is overdue. It's becoming too much. How can you just wake up and go to court and prescribe these people that they should name them a terrorist organization? Whereas those people that you are calling a terrorist organization, they never hurt a fly, they never even kill a bird. Talk less of human beings. Lots have been happening secretly inside this country. We don't know where to belong. We are not a part of this country anymore. Yet, let the truth be told, and let's call a spell a spell. An injustice for one is an injustice for all. Yes, let's go in there and watch this. Don't go in.
God will punish all of you. God will punish all of you. Because I do not know where Tinubu came from. Tinubu is a hater of Ndi Igbo. Tinubu is a thief. Tinubu is a certificate forger. Tinubu is a drug lord. You did not tag him to be a terrorist. Tinubu is the person who killed people in Lekki toll gates. He gave that order. Tinubu gave that order to kill people in Lekki toll gates. You didn't see him to tag the Yoruba race a terrorist organization. It is we, the Ndi Igbo, that you are tagging a terrorist. Tinubu is a thief, a drug lord. That is who Tinubu is. We are not scared to tell Tinubu. So, and you are here to prescribe us, the indigenous people, which means all the Igbo race now, the Abuja courts has prescribed us a terrorist organization. Just to humiliate the Igbos. That is why Tinubu kept quiet. A thief, a drug lord. That is your president. There is no kind of corruption that is not happening under this Tinubu's administration. To the extent that this man bribed his way, gave paid off $400,000, $450,000 for immunity in America. To the extent, as we speak, paying 2 million naira for his name to be cleared in America. How desperate he is. You have not cleared your name, but you want to make us to become one of the bad people, the Igbos. You want to tag us in terrorists. You want to tag Igbos a terrorist. If I keep telling this animal, this Tinubu, this idiot, this illegitimate president of Nigeria, this man that came through the back door that never won election. In his life, he has never won any election. All the elections Tinubu has been winning, he buys them with fake documents. A person who nobody knows where he went to school, nobody knows his schoolmates, nobody knows his family member, nobody knows anything about him. That is the president of Nigeria. And have the temerity, the audacity to call Igbos a terrorist, the indigenous people of Biafra, because you have been given 60 days in the whole of the southeast to evacuate. And that's why you came out to call me a terrorist. God will punish you and your family, Tinubu, for calling people like us a terrorist, for allowing that idiot judge, a thief, someone who has no certificate, to call me a terrorist. God will punish all of you. Can you imagine Fulanis calling me a terrorist? A terrorist. Just because you want to humiliate Igbos. Now let that same Igbo people go. No, you don't want them to go. You want them to remain in your shambolic country called Nigeria. You want them to remain so that you continue to oppress them and subject them to intimidation at every point in time. You are calling me a terrorist for doing nothing, for being in one Nigeria. You think it was when you killed our people in the southeast. The same person you are calling a terrorist, the same Nnamdi Kanu that you have kidnapped from Kenya, kept him in perpetual bondage. You army, you terrorist Nigeria army, went to his father's house at Afare Boko and killed 28 people. Nnamdi Kanu ran away with his life. You went as far as Kenya to kidnap him. You didn't call those people a terrorist. You are calling me a terrorist. God will punish you, Tinubu. And the idiots that proscribed me a terrorist. Because I think you people don't even know what IPOB means. You just come and then you make it look as if we are the bad one. Oh yeah, now let us go. Shebi, we have declared our nation. Sign us off from Nigeria. Tell us to get out of the whole of Nigeria, so that we'll go to southeast. And you are here calling me a terrorist, and you want me to be happy. A man who forged this way, a man who declared himself the president of Nigeria by 4 a.m. when people were still asleep. Nigerians woke up to find out that Tinubu has become the president of Nigeria. And you're calling me a terrorist. A man that would catch terrorists that carry sophisticated weapons, killing people, going to villagers to decimate those villages, going to villagers to unalive people left, right, and center. When they arrest them, they will bring them in less than 24 hours. They will tell us that they have changed, that they are now repented Boko Haram, they will repented terrorists. And then they will resuscitate them back to the society. Give them firearms to go to the southeast to kill people. That is what Tinubu's government is made of. And you have the temerity, the audacity. Who made you the president of Nigeria? Illegitimate president. All the people that walks around you, including all the whole judge, are fake, illegitimate. None of them has certificate. None. Tinubu has no certificate of any school. The ones he presented were fake. A man that went to University of Chicago, he entered as a man, graduated as a woman. Is that not mysterious enough? Your vice president is breeding Boko Haram. Your vice president introduced Boko Haram to Nigeria. And you were not able to call him a terrorist. You are calling us, we the indigenous people of Biafra, a terrorist. Shetima is a terrorist. He founded Boko Haram. And you are here to call me a terrorist. And you think I'll be smiling. You think I'll be smiling. You think I'm here to smile. You think Biafrans are here to smile with this illegitimate government of Nigeria? That's why you see him anywhere if he's going for meeting. He's always looking like an outcast because they know, and he knows within himself that he never won this election. He was never competent to win this election. He's not a competent man. He's incompetent. And he knows. And that is why he looks very inferior when he's within the presidents of the whole world. And you are calling me a terrorist. The same people you are calling terrorists are the same people you are burning their markets, you are destroying their houses, worth of millions. Yes, they are calling me a terrorist. The man that owns Landmark Beach, this man brought almost 30 million naira. Google it, is on the internet. $30 million. To put up a very nice out-looking place for people to go and enjoy. Landmark Beach. Landmark Beach. His name is Paul something. Olu something. An Igbo man. Tinubu's government went to destroy those investments. Worth of $30 million. 1 naira compensation has never been given to this man. Because he's an Igbo man. So they can destroy our properties, no problem. Our people can die, no problem. And still yet, you still label us terrorist organization. Who gave you, who are you? Who gave you that right? Because you feel that you're a president, you're a fake president, a thief, a drug lord. You came through the back door, so nobody recognizes you as the president if you don't know. That is why your presidency can never strive. That is why you can never make any headway. All you do is propaganda. Nnamdi Kanu propaganda. Everything you do is propaganda. Fake. Thief. Onyoshi. Ekberima. Deriko. Even Derry is even better than you. Abakari that went and started killing our people. You didn't label him a terrorist. You labeled me a terrorist. You bastard. They are labeling the whole Igbo race terrorist. You animal. Drug lord. You have the temerity. And when the judge said they've labeled IPOB a terrorist organization, it is only in Nigeria that IPOB is a terrorist organization. Only in Nigeria. We are in almost 120 something countries in the world. 100. None of these people has labeled us a terrorist organization. Musa understands that self-defense is not a crime. They were using arms to destroy us, to kill us, and now we armed ourselves. So when they come to kill us, we retaliate. They started calling us a terrorist. How do we become a terrorist? Have you seen us in any bomb, going to blow up a building or, destroy a building, go there to raise, have you ever seen us in such crimes? Why labeling us a terrorist organization? That is my question, you animal. Shetima is there, you didn't label him a terrorist. Fulani bandits, criminals are there, animals are there. You didn't label them a terrorist. Fulani that goes to villages, ransack the whole village. Because you are an illegitimate president of Nigeria. You have the temerity, the audacity to call us a terrorist. Ndioshi. When you talk, people will start rejecting. When you talk, people will, because you are an illegitimate president. You called me a terrorist and you expect me to be happy? God will punish you there. Wherever you are. Calling me a terrorist. Animal. An animal. A court sitting in Abuja has just prescribed IPOB a terrorist organization. So what will happen? So that they will carry arms against us because we have declared Biafra. 60 days we give to you people. After that 60 days, if you still remain in our land, then you must be a magician indeed. After that 60 days, you remain in the soil of Biafran land, you must be a magician indeed. We have been saying it, we have been joking, but this time around we are out for you guys. Ndi Allah, Ndi Oshi, you've labeled me a terrorist so that you can send army to come and kill us. You can send your troops to come and unalive our people. We are here to defend Biafrans. And anybody that any army kills will come for you. We are not scared because we are now a full nation. Are you calling me a terrorist? Why are you calling Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist? A man you went to kidnap. You have not been able to, find out one thing against him. You have not been able to put him down with one conviction. Nothing. This man has won you in all courts. And you still have the temerity, the audacity, the effrontery to call me a terrorist. You mad idiots. Look at Tinubu talking, calling people terrorists. Look at Tinubu's office, calling me a terrorist. Can they hear this kind of thing? A man who went to forge the certificate, a drug lord, a man that killed people in Lekki Toll Gate, because Tinubu controls Lagos. The governor of Lagos State is his boy. So who ordered the execution? It's Tinubu. A man that has so much blood in his hand, and you are here calling me a terrorist. God will punish all of you. You want to proscribe me because you are in power, so that you can have your way to demolish us. No, it can't happen under our watch. Tomorrow people will say, what proof do you have? Who ordered the shooting in Lekki Toll Gate? Is it me? Is it the Igbos? When they came to kill people there, did they ask who was who? They killed regardless of who was there. Just fighting for the betterment of the country. They fired regardless of who you are. They don't care. They didn't care if you're Yoruba, Hausa, or Igbo. And this idiot, animal, has the right to call me a terrorist. Anyway, Biafrans, I'm very angry this morning in my spirit. We've given Nigerians 60 days. God will bless you and make us remain there 60 days in our land. And you will understand where we're coming from. Believe that, because we're serious.
The court itself lacks competent jurisdiction to proscribe a group that United Nations has certified is not a terrorist group. Fulani man, Fulani herdsman, Fulani herders, bandits has been proscribed as the number 4th most deadly terrorist group in Nigeria, in the world. Tell you that Tinubu government is a coward government. Why? The way he operates and runs his government indicates how far he has gone to hate Igbo man. Let Tinubu not think say maybe all this thing when they do say Igbo man no they see am. Tinubu hate Igbo man now with passion. And this current prescription is a prescription out of cowardice. Why? If you want to proscribe Igbo man as a terrorist, you go to Enugu High Court. Appeal Court, you dey Umuahia. Appeal Court, dey Enugu. Tinubu government go Abuja because of cowardice. He go proscribe it. It is not a court of competent jurisdiction, because the right jurisdiction where a court has the infantry, the prerogative to rule against IPOB to be in the southeastern Nigeria. The jurisdiction from where the offenses have been committed, the land, the setting, the plotting is in Igbo land. So this is a coward ruling. The chief judge himself doesn't have certificate. The chief judge himself is not a certified chief judge that went through law school. He cannot be well attested to his law certificate. Ask me why.
How do you become a judge?
Alocalia now. Do you know the reason why it's Alocalia? The ruling was just unannounced. It's a kangaroo court.
Everybody was shocked.
Everybody was shocked because it's a kangaroo now. It's a kangaroo court. So that man is a Fulani man. I mean, the presiding chief judge is a Fulani man. The court itself lacks competent jurisdiction to proscribe a group that United Nations has certified is not a terrorist group. Fulani man, Fulani herdsman, Fulani herders, bandits has been proscribed as the number 4th most deadly terrorist group in Nigeria, in the world. And we are pointing accusing finger to IPOB. IPOB is operating freely in Colombia, Washington District of Columbia, in California, New York, everywhere. IPOB are operating, agitating for their freedom. And the American system has never ever seen them or believe that group is not a freedom fighting group. They are fighting for their freedom. Fulani is bent on destroying Igbo man. But do you know what? We are not checking. The Igbo man you are talking about is still Giribam there, standing on his right, waiting for the escalation that is coming. Okay, this thing can be so easy because they are not looking at it from the angle where we the Igbos are looking at it. Fulani is looking at the angle of Islamization. Igbo man is looking at it at the angle of what? Escalation of another pogrom. Because the one of 1967 to 70 is not enough for the ruthless, stubborn men from Futajelo Island, led by Ottoman Danfodio 200 years ago. They actually believe that Igbo land is their forefathers, their ancestors' estates. But we are telling them that if you have proscribed IPOB and the Tinubu administration accepted it, Obi is a terrorist. Ngojo Konjo is a terrorist. I myself, Raf Mbechi, analyzing here as an analyst, I'm a terrorist. Because what it means is indigenous, meaning the land of the people.
They don't know meaning of IPOB.
Then people living on that land of Biafra. Biafra is Ojuku, Bianca, Gowon, Ekweremade. We are all Biafrans. It means that chief judge is a blind man. He's not only a blind man, he's a man that has lacked and lost his senses. What I'm saying here, I'm saying something against a man that called me and my kinsmen, a man that said I and my kinsmen are terrorists. So what I'm trying to say is that when you prescribe IPOB, don't forget that you have many IPOB in Tinubu administration. Tinubu will have shame upon himself if he allows Dave Umahi to continue with his good work. No, but it's open. It's an open stage of opinion. Anybody can put his opinion. I don't really understand. It means that Dave Umahi, Minister of Work, Abi, is a terrorist now. Dave Umahi is from southeastern Nigeria. He's an Igbo man. He's a terrorist. The Director General of the WTO, World Trading Center, in New York, she's an Igbo woman. She's a Ngozo Konjiwara. Metaphorically, is a terrorist. Listen and listen good though. Chimamanda Adichie, that girl that wrote Half Yellow of the Sun, is a terrorist. Blessed memory, Chinuba Achebe, a terrorist. The author of Things Fall Apart. So people that are rearing animals across West Africa, they have begun to behave like animals. And it has entered their mental ability, change it into animal instincts. The kind of instinct the Fulanis have is animal instinct orientation. They don't behave like human beings. And I tell you that the Islamization agenda that has been many years ago is what Fulani has come to fulfill in another man's administration, because such man is a follower of Fulani. That is Tinubu. Tinubu is a follower of Fulani now. That's why Fulanis are making all manner of comments, hate comments, calling Igbo man terrorists, calling Nnamdi Kanu terrorists, proscribing the entire race of Igbos terrorists. And Tinubu is looking at that kind of fake judgment. Shame upon this administration. Shame upon all the handlers of public office agencies in Nigeria for allowing a visitor to come in Nigeria, overwhelm us, brainwash us, scratch our heads, our visitor. And today, we the owners of the land are the highest mugulis. Fulani is calling us mugu, and we just look them as if say we don't know what thing they do.
Okay. We've seen a lot of Igbos react as regards this. They said, you know, if the terrorists, terrorists can be forgiven, the Boko Harams can be forgiven and reintegrated into the army and sent to different regions, why is it that Nnamdi Kanu does not kill even a single fowl cannot be forgiven and let go? And even yesterday we saw, 5 farmers killed in Ondo. What's your take as regards?
5 farmers killed in Ondo State. We are sorry for the families. Our hearts are with their families right now. I wonder what those families are going through. Then again, I'm sending my message to the blind politicians of that state that are denying the attack by terrorists at St. Augustine Catholic Church in Owo, Ondo State. They deny it that they are not terrorists. Akeredolu deny it that those people are not terrorists. May his soul rest in peace. They are terrorists. They came to Islamize southwestern Nigeria. They are the ones who are questioning for Sharia court, Sharia law, and Hijba police. That's Sharia police, Hijba, to take over the southwest. That all the Muslim-dominated community in Yoruba land should start operating Sharia law. That is a law instruction from one kind man where they rule one kind community in one kind state called Sokoto State. It's trying to come give order to people in southwest so that they will start to follow him like him.